The Christmas Village. Dolores Marie Ellison, 71 years old, had been setting up her Christmas village since 1963. Every December 1st, like clockwork, she pulled the dusty boxes from the attic, 38 houses, a cathedral with a real working bell, a skating rink with tiny mirrored ice, the little train that still chugged after 60 years, and over 200 porcelain people frozen forever in their miniature joys. It took her 9 full days to arrange them on the mahogany dining table she and Raymond had bought the year they were married. 9 days of bending, kneeling, dusting, and remembering. When it was finished, the village glowed under soft white lights and looked to her like the safest place on earth. The family knew the rules: look, but never touch. The grandchildren were allowed one supervised walk around each Christmas Eve, hands clasped behind their backs. That was the tradition. That was the bargain. This year, on November 28th, Dolores finished early. She had been moving a little faster lately, ever since Dr. Patel told her the word pre-diabetic, and she decided that maybe 71 was not too late to take up gentle yoga and drink water like a civilized person. She plugged in the final string of lights, stepped back, and felt the familiar lump rise in her throat. The village looked perfect. She took a picture with her phone, something she had only learned to do last year, and sent it to the family group chat with the caption, "Ready for Christmas." Her daughter Lauren replied instantly with a string of heart emojis. Then, an hour later, a voice note. "Hey Mom, huge favor. Our cruise leaves out of Miami on the 12th, but flights are insane. Is it okay if we come a whole week early and stay through the 11th? Hotels are $200 a night, and honestly, your house is closer to the airport. Pretty pleased, we'll be quiet as mice, promise." Dolores stared at the message until the screen went dark. A week early meant December 5th. That meant 7 extra days of 4 adults, 3 children under 8, 2 dogs, and a mountain of luggage in her 3-bedroom house. 7 days of the village packed away in boxes so the dining table could become command central for cruise paperwork and coloring books. 7 days of little fingers sticky with candy canes hovering inches from her cathedral. She had done it before, many times, and every time she had told herself it was fine, it was only family, it was Christmas. But this year, something in her chest said, no. She typed, deleted, typed again. Finally, she wrote, "I'm sorry, sweetheart, the inn is full this year." She added a single Christmas tree emoji so it wouldn't sound quite so cold and pressed send before she could change her mind. The phone erupted. Lauren called immediately. Dolores let it ring out. Then came the texts. "Mom, what do you mean the inn is full?" "It's us. We're family. There are literally 3 empty bedrooms. You always say we're welcome anytime. This is about the cruise deposits, Mom. They're non-refundable. You're seriously going to make us pay for a hotel?" Dolores poured herself a small glass of the good sherry she saved for Christmas Eve and sat down in the wingback chair that faced the village. The tiny porcelain carolers were singing forever, mouths open in perfect O's. She watched them for a long time. At 9:17 p.m., she heard the familiar rumble of Lauren's SUV in the driveway. Car doors slammed, children's voices, the dogs barking. A key turned in the lock. Raymond had given Lauren a key for emergencies 20 years ago. Dolores stood up slowly, walked to the front door, and opened it just as Lauren reached for the handle. Suitcase in one hand, toddler on her hip. "Mom, thank God you're still up. Dolores stepped outside and pulled the door shut behind her. The porch light made her silver hair glow like tinsel. "Lauren," she said quietly, "I asked you not to come." Lauren's mouth opened, closed. Her husband Greg stood behind her holding 2 more bags and looking like a man who had just realized the holiday had gone sideways. "Mom, we're already here. The kids are exhausted. It's an hour drive back to anything decent and—" "Then I suggest you call the Marriott by the airport. I hear they have a lovely holiday rate." Lauren's eyes filled. "You're serious? You're turning us away in December?" "I'm protecting something that matters to me. For the first time in 50 years, I finished my village early because I wanted to sit with it. Just sit with it. I wanted quiet mornings with coffee and the lights. I wanted to hear the little train without someone asking me where the extra towels are. I'm tired of packing Christmas away so other people can use my dining room table. Greg tried a laugh that died quickly. It's just a village, Dolores. It's 60 years of my life in porcelain, and it's staying out. Silence stretched cold and bright under the porch light. One of the dogs whined. Lauren's chin trembled. Fine, we'll go. But I hope you enjoy your perfect little village, Mom, alone. Dolores felt the old knife twist, the one that always told her a good mother opens the door wider, not narrower. She let it twist. She did not reach for the handle. I will, she said softly. I really will. They loaded back into the SUV, doors slammed again, taillights disappeared down the oak-lined street. Dolores went inside, locked the door, and for the first time in 50 holiday seasons did not leave the spare key under the mat. She poured herself another small sherry, turned off all the lights except the village, and sat at the table among the houses. The little train chugged its endless circle. The skaters spun on their mirrored ice. The carolers sang their silent song. For the first time in decades, no one asked her for anything. She stayed there until the sherry was gone and the moon climbed high enough to shine through the window and glitter on the porcelain snow. Then she whispered to the empty room and to the woman she used to be who always said yes, "Merry Christmas, Dolores. The inn is full, and that's perfectly all right."